Welcome to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Terrence Graves, where we bring you all the exciting action of the Southern University football program. It's brought to you by the Louisiana Lottery, Top Choice Products, Manda's Fine Meat, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Louisiana, Turner Industries, Care South Medical and Dental, and Jerry Lane Chevrolet. Welcome to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Terrence Graves, where we come to you and bring you all the highlighted action of the Southern University football program. We'll be coming to you this year from Monte Cristo Bistro, located at 7808 Howell Boulevard. We're going to shoot about noon on Mondays, and so we invite you to come out, have some lunch at Monte Cristo, and talk a little Jaguar football with us after we wrap up the show. Of course, we come on about 4 times a week. You can see the graphic there. Tonight, which is a Monday, we'll come on at 9 on Pelican Sports. Tuesdays at 10 on Fox 44, at 8 and 9 on Pelican Sports, and on Thursdays at 6 p.m. And, of course, you can catch us at your leisure on YouTube, Facebook, and our Twitter page. So tell your friends everywhere, everybody how to catch it, and keep up with the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Terrence Graves. All right, Coach, we're going to jump into this. First things first, this is the start of the Graves edition of the Southern University football program, but it's not really the start of the Graves edition because literally you have been here and worked with the legendary Coach Pete Richardson for 16 seasons. How does it feel to having worked for Coach Rich and now being the man calling the shots?
Well, you know, it's a blessing. And to have had Coach as my coach as a player, and then to work with him for 16 years, and then have the opportunity to come and not walk in the same shoes but in the same path.
Correct.
With Coach Richardson, I'm ecstatic and elated about the opportunity.
Coach, you have a unique perspective. Not many men can say that they've coached as the interim head coach at Grambling, the interim head coach at Southern, and won back-to-back Bayou Classics, especially last year's 50th anniversary where you were the interim coach here at Southern and you won. How was that feeling, Coach, to win 2 Bayou Classics as the interim coach?
Special feeling. It's unbelievable still.
Correct.
And it's really special here at Southern because I started here professionally at Southern, and then to win the 50th annual Bayou Classic as the interim head coach at Southern University. I mean, it's like a dream come true. Beautiful,
beautiful. Well, let's roll some highlights and show folks a little bit of fall camp. Coach, I got to tell you, had a chance to catch a couple of practices. Liked what I saw, with the team this year. A lot of intensity, a lot of energy, a lot of bounce. The guys seem to be ready to play some football, and you got to be pleased with that attitude.
No question about it. Those guys are really giving a great effort, mentally and physically. They're doing what we're asking them to do. It's a carryover from the spring as well as the summer. Those guys are learning they've learned how to take care of one another but have fun at the same time. So I think that's why the energy is so high.
Coach, you got to be pleased with the potential of this team. Talent, experience, some new guys. I mean, I think you got a full package you're working with.
Yeah, the assistant coaches did a really great job of addressing the needs and recruiting and getting the right guys to mesh with the returning guys, as well as bringing in some young guys, those high school freshmen. Those guys have come in and have they're learning the ropes as well, and it's a good mixture. Everybody's competing. They know how to go hard and compete, but they understand it's a team concept, a family concept.
Coach, got to ask you, the guys have been going against each other. After a couple of weeks of that, they're really, really ready to go against an opponent. Is your team physically and mentally to take on McNeese this Saturday?
Those guys are definitely ready to go. They're tired of basically hitting one another. Last week, those guys were crying and complaining about they know what we're doing and on both sides of the ball, and And so when you hear that, you know it's time to
It's ready to
put
go.
the pads on and go
Yes,
somewhere
sir.
else because it's time to play.
All right. Well, when we come back, we'll have some more on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Terrence Graves. Stay with us.
It's good! The Saints score! Saints score! Score big with Saints Score. Win up to $100,000. Enter the second chance drawings for cool Saints prize packages. Play Saints Score scratch-offs from the lottery.
Life in Louisiana is like a run-on sentence. A poem that doesn't rhyme. Life is here, now. For life's moments, big and small, always there. The right card, the right care.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Terrence Graves. Coach, got to ask you about fall camp. Were you able to get all the work you really wanted to get in regards to teaching schemes, teaching the drills and the things that you wanted to do? And how did you guys deal with the heat? Because it's been really hot.
We definitely got everything in that we wanted to put in schematically.
Okay.
We took the approach, and I took the approach of since we play at night, starting the season off, and let's practice at night. So what we did, we practiced at night. It was still hot, but we weren't in the sun, and also it made perfect sense because, you know, when you get them up early in the morning, then you have to feed them to go out there, and it makes a really, really long day. But more importantly, practicing at night was basically to get them acclimated to night games and to try to beat some of the heat, because you're not going to beat all the heat and humidity down here in South Louisiana. So we did a really good job of making it through the fall camp.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, Coach, we had a chance to catch up with the offensive coordinator, Mark Fredericks, and defensive coordinator, Henry Miller, to talk about their respective sides of the ball. And we have an abbreviated interview because of time, but want to let everybody know that they can go to the Jaguar Football Show page and catch the full interview. But we're going to roll these interviews so you can hear what the offense and defensive coordinators have to say about their sides of the ball. Coach, give us a little bit about your team this fall, what you see. Give us a little rundown from your D-line to your backers to your secondary.
Okay, and of course we all operate on one thing. We want to get 1% better every day, and we want 100% effort, 100% of the time.
Beautiful.
You know, so with that is said, we know that we need depth. So when you go to that defensive line, that's what we went out and we tried to create. We tried to create depth. We know we had players like Cotton and Givens and guys like that, you know, Derek and Rodney. So we had to go out there and find some guys that complement those guys.
Beautiful.
You know, especially in the front line. When you talk about linebackers, we thought we had to go out and get a little bit more faster and bigger, and I thought we done that. I thought we did a great job of going out there getting bigger and faster linebackers.
What about the secondary?
Now, the secondary, that's the position that everybody need to keep a good eye on.
Okay.
That position is hot. We got a lot of transfers in that position. Of course, you got Rodney that played last year. You got Horatio Johnson that played. We got another guy that transcended from Georgia Tech, Eric Reed, that's showing good right now. And we just had two more that stepped on campus today.
Coach, you know, had a little chance to catch some of the fall action, and I really love the energy that I saw. I like seeing guys fly to the ball. I like seeing guys trying to, be aggressive. And it's just a different energy, different bounce to the team. What do you attribute that different mindset from this fall?
Well, it's the G to G movement,
Okay.
going from good to great.
Good to great.
Last year, those guys was good, and the last couple of years we was good.
Right.
But we didn't bring a shit. So obviously we wasn't good enough. So now we got to figure out how we can become great and get to the level of playing that we need to get to so we become champions.
I like that. Coach, got to ask you, who are some of those guys who are going to make your offense go? Who are some of those difference makers that's going to really, really make it happen on the offensive side of the ball for the Jaguars this fall?
Everybody want to hear about the playmakers, but I'm going to start with them 5 guys up front. Well, really, we got about a 10-guy rotation right now, so I'm really pleased with them, Cam Foster and Trash, just, to name a few old linemen. But skill-wise, you got Chandler Whitfield, you got Darren Morris, you got Tyler Kirkwood, some of the receivers. Got a couple transfers in that room. Got a loaded backfield, man, led by Kendrick Grimes and C.J. Russell and Kobe Dillon, so I expect big things from them. In the tight end room, we got 3 good tight ends. Very pleased with their progress and them picking up the offense. And everybody want to know about the quarterback room. Probably after tomorrow night, we'll name a starter. It's a 3-4-man race right now, so we'll see how that goes.
All right, thank you, Coach Fredericks, and thank you, Coach Miller. I'm sure the Jaguar Nation is excited about both your sides of the ball, and we'll see exactly what happens on Saturday night against McNeese. When we come back, we're going to have the Jerry Lane Players of the Week for fall camp and some player interviews on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Terrence Graves. Stay with us.
Get your game plan together and ride into football season and be the MVP with a new vehicle from Jerry Lane.
Folks, come on down to Jerry Lane Chevrolet, the #1 Chevy dealer in the state, and ask for the Coach T. Graves Special.
You can't smell it, but you can almost taste it. And whether it's for a family get-together or a game day feast, having Manda in the mix always sounds good. For 3 generations, their quality meats and original seasonings have made Manda a Louisiana legend and made their family sausage Louisiana's family sausage. Manda Fine Meats, the flavor says it all.
Depression, anxiety, trauma, nicotine dependence, and more. Many families are struggling with behavioral health issues. Reaching out for professional help is the best thing you can do for you and your family. At CareSouth, we are committed to helping individuals and families to heal, bounce back, and grow stronger. Our team of professionals are available for telehealth and in-person visits. Call for an appointment today at 225-650-2000. Hope and healing is just a phone call away.
Get your game plan together and ride into football season and be the MVP with a new vehicle from Jerry Lane.
Folks, come on down to Jerry Lane Chevrolet, the #1 Chevy dealer in the state, and ask for the Coach T. Graves Special.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Terrence Graves. Of course, each week in this segment, we're going to have our Jerry Lane Chevrolet Players of the Week. And, of course, we hadn't had a game yet, but there's been a lot of practice and a lot of work. Coach, who were those Jerry Lane Players of the Week for fall camp on offense, defense, and special teams?
Offense, I would say running back Kendrick Grimes.
Kendrick puts in that work.
Defense, Kelby Givens. And special teams, Josh Griffin.
We're talking about Kendrick and Kelby. We had a chance to catch up with those guys and talk to them a little bit about this season, and we want to roll the tape so people can see what they have to say about the 2024 SWAC season. I'm here with Mr. Kelby Givens, the defensive end extraordinaire on the Jaguar defense. Mr. Givens is the 2024 defensive preseason player of the year. Congratulations, sir.
I appreciate you.
But he is also a 2023 first-team All-SWAC player and a 2023 All-American. Kelby, talk to us a little bit about last season. You really established yourself as a dominant player, so much so that you were first teams, all SWAC, all American, and the coaches respected you enough to make you the defensive player of the year headed into the season.
Yeah, I'm just truly grateful. God gave me the ability, and I put in the work. But now I got to go from G to G. And I was good last year, but now I'm trying to be great and be the actual defensive player of the year, not just the preseason.
Coach, Kelby, tell us a little bit about being one of the leaders on the defense, and actually being a leader of men. People look to you because of your accolades, and the things that you've done on the field. Talk to us a little bit about being a leader for the Jaguars.
Well, before you say something, you got to lead by example. So, I know I have people with their eyes on me at all times, so I got to make sure I'm walking that straight line before I tell anyone else to do something the correct way.
All right, I like that. Tell us a little bit about some of your goals for this season. Obviously you had some beautiful accolades from last year, but this is a new year, and so all of that stuff is last year. Talk to us about this year. What does Kelby see for himself and the team this year?
Well, for the team, first of all, we want to win it all. We want to go undefeated and win the HBCU National Championship, not just the SWAC, because, that's going to come with it. But personally, for me, I want to be the best defensive player in college football. Win the Buck Buchanan Award and win the SWAC Defensive Player of the Year. And, by doing that, I'll go from G to G.
Tell us a little bit about the defensive scheme that you guys are going to be doing. I know Coach Miller has put y'all in a good position to be aggressive, to attack. Is that to your liking? Do you feel like you guys are going to be everything Coach Miller needs you to be?
Oh, definitely. I know a lot of people are talking about me, but we have other guys who are going to get after the pass rusher too. So that's going to open up things for the whole defense so Coach Miller can really open up his playbook, and guys going to be making plays around the field all game.
All right. Well, sounds good, man. Good luck to you this year. We look forward to seeing you play.
All right, thank you.
Take care. I'm here with Derek Williams, linebacker from Miami, Florida. Derek is definitely looking to have a good year. He had 81 tackles last year and really showed out in 2023. Derek, talk to us a little bit about, how you're doing. You missed some time in the spring with a knee. How you feeling physically?
I feel perfect. I feel 100% ready to go. I took a couple days off in the spring to rehab, get some strength back into my knee from an injury that I had previous throughout the season. But that's nothing to hinge me going forward. I feel like I'm 100% ready to come out and ball this year.
Beautiful. Talk to us a little bit about being the leader of the linebacking core. Of course, the linebacking core is the heart of the defense, and if linebackers are handling their business, usually the defense is handling their business. Talk to us a little bit about being a leader of the linebacking core for the Jaguars.
For the past 2 years, I had help with leading the linebacker core with a guy named Jalen Campbell. That was my road dog. We went out there. We made a lot of plays together for the past 2 years. But now that Jalen graduated and he going on to his future endeavors, it's now all on me. The weight is all on me and my shoulders to carry and keep us just moving good to great. We want to excel. We want to excel and take this defense for the next level. And I feel like all that's going to come from me leading the linebacker core.
Tell us about fall camp. I know it's been hot. I know, Coach T. Graves has been having y'all practice at night, which was smart to be out of the heat of the day. Talk to us a little bit about your fall camp. Have you gotten the work in that you wanted to get in, and do you feel that chemistry building with the defense?
From me standpoint, I just take every day to get 1% better. I take every practice to go out there and find one thing that I can focus on to elevate in my game. But with the team and us gelling together, that was just don't happen by us by holding each other accountable and just coming out and just bonding like brothers. We got a lot of group of guys just that just gel together. We all love the game of football. We like to compete against one another, and every day we just bonding more and more like family.
Talk to us a little bit about the keys to your success and the keys to the team's success for 2024.
Just holding everybody accountable. I said we keep the main thing, which is our goal, is just ending up in Atlanta, hosting that trophy up at the end of the year, then everything can fall into place.
Not just SWAC championship, but national championship.
Yes, sir.
Y'all heard it right here on the Jaguar Football Show with linebacker Derek Williams. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate you.
Take care. Good luck. I'm here with Southern University running back Kendrick Rhymes from Houston, Texas. Kendrick had a pretty good year last year. He had 660 on the ground, 9 touchdowns. He had almost 200 yards catching it with 2 touchdowns. Kendrick, you're looking at a year where people are going to be looking for you to be that leader on the offense. Mentally, are you ready to run the rock, catch it out the backfield, and be that offensive leader that the Jaguar team needs?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I feel like this year we're ready. We locked and loaded. Everybody is bought in, and we all bought in as one. That we know the main goal is to win a championship and bring it back to Southern, which has not happened here since 2013. I feel like everybody is bought in, and with my leadership, I feel like we can all bring it together and come in as one and win the championship.
Tell us a little bit about the offensive line, man. Those are the most important guys to you because they set the holes up. They set the scheme up for you to be able to get out and show your talents. How has that been for you working with the offensive linemen and getting that running game on track?
Yes, sir. First, I want to shout out to our coaches. Our coaches that did a phenomenal job going to recruit some depth in the trenches. And I feel like we have some mean old linemen that's ready to get their hands dirty and open up the hole for me to do what I do best.
All right. So tell me, what are some of the things that Kendrick Rhymes wants to accomplish this year? I know that you come into a season and you have your team goals and all of that. You want to definitely win the SWAC championship. But how about Kendrick Rhymes? What does he want to do? How many yards have you set for yourself, touchdowns, any all-conference stuff, some of the things that, you put on the board somewhere or you put in your mind, this is what I need to say that I had a successful year?
Coming out from Southern University, they have come around from a lot of good running backs that came out of the SWAC. So for one of my boxes I want to check off is leading the SWAC in the rushing. I want to break the rushing SWAC yards. And for two, I want to what's the second one? Second box I want to check off. I'm gonna come back to you on that one, but most definitely I want to break the rushing SWAC. Oh, the second one is the last year I tied for the most touchdowns in the SWAC. But this year I want to be number one for most touchdowns in the SWAC also.
Hey, those are two good goals, man. Well, we wish you luck in your goals, and of course we want to see those Jaguars be victorious at the end of it all with some championship rings. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Derek. Thanks, Kelby, and thanks, Kendrick. Looking forward to you guys doing your thing on the field this Saturday and the rest of the season. When we come back, we're going to look ahead to McNeese on the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Terrence Graves. Stay with us.
Life in Louisiana is a song. A symphony of sound, colors, and movement. Life is here, now. For life's moments, big and small, always there. The right card, the right care.
Man, there are too many miles on this truck. I have got to get a new one.
Where am I? Who are you?
Man, I have got to get a new truck. I can't even get my boat in the water.
We're at Jaguar Lane Chevrolet. We have a huge inventory of vehicles. I can get you in a new truck like.
Wow, this is perfect. Thank you so much, Jerry Lane guy.
Come see us at Jerry Lane and put yourself in a new Chevy just like that.
I guess I gotta walk home, man.
Depression, anxiety, trauma, nicotine dependence, and more. Many families are struggling with behavioral health issues. Reaching out for professional help is the best thing you can do for you and your family. At Care South, we are committed to helping individuals and families to heal, bounce back, and grow stronger. Our team of professionals are available for telehealth and in-person visits. Call for an appointment today at 225-650-2000. Hope and healing is just a phone call away.
Welcome back to the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Terrence Graves. Coach, we play McNeese this Saturday. They're coming off a 1-10 season, real tough season for Coach Goff and the Cowboys. But I got a chance to see them play this Saturday night against Tarleton State. They showed up pretty good early and then actually got down late. Then it kind of came back a little bit and made it competitive, but they ultimately lost. What do you know about the Cowboys this year, and what's the prospects for us playing them?
Well, first and foremost, the record from last year is really irrelevant in terms of what we're doing this year.
Mm-hmm.
We too watched those guys on on Saturday, and they're much improved.
Okay.
They do a good job of really running the football and throwing it as well. They have some playmakers. They showed a lot of mettle, getting down early, and then they came back in the second half and shut Tarleton out for an entire second half. So it speaks to those guys have some toughness about them, because a lot of times teams will tend to fold after they get down by so many points. But hats off to them. Commend the coaches and those players for showing the toughness to come back and really make a game out of it. So we'll be prepared. We'll be ready to go. We're expecting a hostile crowd. We're expecting those guys to be fired up. I'm quite sure they're using the momentum from Saturday to propel them, get them ready for this week. And as I tell my guys, we don't have to match their intensity. We need to exceed it.
All right. When we come back, we're going to wrap up this week's edition of the Jaguar Football Show with Coach Terrence Graves.
Score big with Saints Score. Win up to $100,000. Enter the second chance drawings for cool Saints prize packages. Play Saints Score scratch-offs from the lottery.
You can't smell it, but you can almost taste it. And whether it's for a family get-together or a game day feast, having Manda in the mix always sounds good. For 3 generations, their quality meats and original seasonings have made Manda a Louisiana legend and made their family sausage Louisiana's family sausage. Manda Fine Meats, the flavor says it all.
Back to the Jaguar Football Show. Of course, as we close out, we want to invite you next Monday to come out, Monte Cristo Bistro, 7808 Howell Boulevard. Of course, you can catch us YouTube, Facebook, about 5 times a week on TV. So catch us at your leisure, and of course, we want to see you at the games. All right, Coach, we're going to get out of here on a little Go Jags.
Go Jags.